Shit, what's going down? Welcome to Man Cave TV. As always, I'm your host, Sebastian Strokes. Now, y'all coming to the channel. Hit that like button and subscribe. Last night was cracking. Oh, last night was cracking. Yes, sir. First of all, shout out Gary Russell, man. Made easy work of Hugo. Easy work of him. Easy. Man, listen, man. Let me say this about Gary Russell, not his brother. Gary got a skill set that's really second to none. That's really second to none. He just I want to say I hope he's not starting to be injury prone. Last night I feel like he wasn't trying to get hurt. He didn't want to risk that. He wanted to just put Buddy out of there, and he did that. So as long as Gary don't get hurt, who wanted that 135 with him? Seriously, who wanted with Gary? Hmm? Uh, huh? Who wanted with Gary? Honestly, who wanted with any one of the Gary brothers, the Russell brothers? Who wanted with him? Because I say not a goddamn soul. Not a goddamn soul at 135 or 140. They avoided. Gary did his thing last night. Looked it good. Looked it good from what I saw. And I saw it from the couch. I saw it from the couch. Hold on, y'all. Come on. I'll sit down. Uh, I saw it from the couch, and Gary looked it phenomenal. Come on, sit down. Yeah. I'm gonna get it to you right now. Gary looked it phenomenal. I didn't know too much about Hugo, but he seemed like he was game. He seemed like he came to, really fight. That still to be proven. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, Gary looked it phenomenal. Gary looked it phenomenal, and he won all the smoke. He was calling out everybody from Shakur Tank, calling Roach LaCaca Rocha. What? He feeling himself. He turned Mexican. Shout out Gary Russell, man. He did a phenomenal job last night. The boy Ugas. I mean Usyk, my fault, not Ugas. Usyk, we ain't gonna talk about Ugas probably never again in life. But Usyk, shout out to Usyk, man. He turned me into a fan last night. Cause I told you before the fight, I had Dubois really like clipping it. And it's crazy because Usyk did what I said Dubois was gonna wind up doing to him, but nah. Usyk turned me into a fan of him last night. Usyk got a real busy lead hand. You know, his lead hand is very active, man. Very active. Mind you, Usyk is naturally a right-handed person. Yep. Usyk is Usyk is right-handed naturally, but he fighting the southpaw stance like Shakur. But only thing difference between Shakur, well, it's a lot of things different between they fighting style. But one thing that's real different that stand out is Usyk lead hand is way more active than Shakur's. Yeah, I think so. I think so, especially when Shakur want to sit in the pocket and what I'm saying, roll. His lead hand won't be so active. Usyk his whole game is an active lead hand. If you've been watching Usyk, I ain't gonna lie, he turned me into a fan of him last night. Usyk made me a fan of him last night. He did his thing. He knocked out Dubois clean. Good too. Good too. I said, ugh. Left hook was nasty. Yeah, it was a counter. It was nasty. He did his thing. He did his thing, man. And shout out Dubois. Cause I thought he was really hurt. I saw that mouthpiece fly out. I say, damn, he hit him hard as a motherfucker. So yeah, shout out Usyk. Yeah. I still don't believe greatest heavyweight of all time. Y'all can miss me with that. But yeah, and still he did his thing. I'm a fan of him. He got the division. He got that far as heavyweights. I don't think there's a heavyweight out there fucking with him. Yeah. He convinced me last night. Man, I'm gonna wait. I ain't even gonna talk about that yet. The Pacquiao Barrios, man. Do y'all believe it was a draw? Do y'all believe Pacquiao won? I believe they hit that shit right on the head. It was a draw. Yeah. I thought they was gonna rob Barrios though, honestly, and just like give it to Pacquiao, but they gave it a draw. That's why I said you can't allow nothing to go down to the judges. You can't, not in the sport of boxing. Especially if you feel like you a better opposition than who you fighting. Go on, get him out of there then. Go on, get him out of there, man. That's why I like all the boxers that really their whole game is to get you up out that motherfucker. Because if you allow the judges to call it, they gonna do what they did last night and call it a draw for the fans or whatever the case may be. You see, Keith, he wants some money. Keith, hold on, man. Keith. I had to fire up my CBD. Keith Thurman, you's an ignorant, stupid motherfucker, man. I swear to God, man. Keith Thurman is so ignorant, man. I respect his fighting ability, and I've always been a fan of Keith Thurman. But when he be talking outside the ring, he is an idiot, man. He can't rap. He don't have no rhythm. He is trash, man. But he wants some money, though. He bet on the draw. I should have, too. Shit. Because I told you, Barrio's trash. I should have bet on the draw just because I knew about that alone. Barrios is ass. He is ass. I don't see how he got the belt. And they should have stripped him. They should have robbed his ass because he ass. But I believe they trying to set up that Floyd and Pacquiao little fight. That's cool. That's cool. We gonna watch that. You know, as boxing fans gonna follow that shit. We gonna follow it all day long. But they trying to say Manny just won. Now, from what I saw, he ain't just win, man. I wouldn't say he won. Maybe I gotta watch it again because I don't feel like Manny just won. I feel like they got it right. It was a draw. Because, like I said, man, the boxing world is biased. The commissioners, the judges, the motherfucking casuals, y'all biased. Because if a motherfucker's a champion, you gotta beat his ass to take the belt. If you don't just beat his ass, and he don't win. It ain't no draw or nothing neither. I feel like what the fuck? Yeah. Nah, man. Y'all bogus, man. Y'all bogus. Cause y'all let Matias beat Puello like that. He ain't just beat his ass. You see what I'm saying? You see how biased y'all is? But they got it right. Pacquiao, Barrios, that was the top. Good fight though. Good little scrap. One thing I noticed about Pacquiao got a crazy little shovel jab as he come in, as he weave in. He a throw, and one of them motherfuckers gonna hit your ass. And like the boy AB said, like he got bricks in his hand. So one of them shovel. He gonna hit you with one of them motherfuckers. That's a crazy little offense he got. Yeah, that's a cold offense Pacquiao got. I noticed that he'll bob and weave and plant himself, and then he'll either shoot the left, the right first or the left, but he gonna shovel them hoes. He gonna walk you down, kind of like a rush, kind of like old school in the street. We be fighting, you rush a motherfucker. That's Pacquiao whole game. Oh god, he rush your shit. I like that, Pac Man. I like that. Shout out to them, they did good. That Pacheco and McCombie, listen, man, listen. McCombie to beat Diego Pacheco. I was so wrong. I will eat that crow on here right now. I was so wrong. Why had McCombie to do something to him? Nah, nah. Them long, linky motherfuckers, I tell a motherfucker, if you a fighter and you rangy and you know how to use your size and your frame, because a lot of fighters fight outside their capabilities. A lot of fighters will be long and rangy and won't utilize that. They'll try to fight like they short. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And vice versa. Some guys would be short, pocket bullyish, and try to fight all long and pretty like Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Floyd was special. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even long and rangy like that, but he was special with that rolling. Y'all can't do that. Built like pocket bullies. Y'all can't do that. You know? So McCombie, he couldn't get around Pacheco. I saw that. He couldn't get around that jab. He had a good, nice, sturdy jab, long, rangy, busting him open. Busting him open good. Yeah. Diego Pacheco, I still don't really like him like that. But he has a good jab. I watched him last night and I see why he undefeated. Man, but the fight though, man, the fight I just don't understand. And I need y'all on the chat to tell me. Cause I know y'all don't like me, but be honest, tell me, man, what happened with that motherfucking Zoo fight, man? What happened with Fundor and Zoo last night? Great fight. Great fight. Zoo showed so much heart last night. It's crazy. He was getting bust all in his shit with some shit. Fundor. That's a man. Let me say this about Fundor, man. I never really liked Fundor's style. I'm not a fan of him, but I respect everything he got. Everything Fundor throwing, man. He's a tall motherfucker that's understanding that. Hey, shit, I ain't gotta do too much. I could just throw this jab out there. Fundora started to understand I could just throw this jab out here. I could just keep a motherfucker at bay. Fundora kept Zoo at bay pretty much all night. Zoo couldn't do too much. Zoo said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just go wild with the overhand." That's all he could do. It was sneaking in. He was catching some hooks, but man, Fundora got a crazy effective jab. A crazy effective jab, man. Crazy effective when he used it. Cause see, Fundora think he big or some shit. You tall, you ain't big, motherfucker. So he tried to get inside and you know what I'm saying? He'll throw them uppercuts because he will let them uppercuts rip, but he ain't gotta do that. Fundora really a cheat code. Let's talk about it. Fundora really a cheat code. But at the end of the fight, towards the end, man, Zoo was hitting Fundora with some. I thought he was finna stop him. Then he don't come back. That's why I said, man, I feel like this shit rigged. I feel like boxing starting to be just exposing the riggedness. Who told Tim Zoo not to go back out there? I saw it on Timmy's face like he looking like, man, this ain't right. Let's talk about it. What's going on? Everybody just join the chat. What's happening? If I'm weird, then why you watching me then? Weird ass motherfucker. We talk boxing over here. Like I said, I love the trolls because I am naturally a troll. I am naturally a troll and we talk boxing over here. And a lot of y'all be casuals don't even know shit about boxing. Y'all just watch a motherfucker like me to get a little entertainment. So I entertain you stupid motherfuckers. I entertain you. But like I said, Fundora, he a cheat code. He cheat as a motherfucker. Oh my mama. He a cheat code. Anybody that try to fight Fundora thinking you gonna have an easy win, you might take your first L. If you undefeated fighting Fundora, you might take your first L. Yep. Mm-hmm. Speaking of 154, that's the fight I want Boots at. I mean, that's the fight I want for Boots. Yeah, I need my favorite fighter to fight Fundora. Yep, because I feel like if Boots beat the shit out of Fundora, y'all can't say shit else. Even me, I can't say shit else about Boots. And I love Boots, but I give everybody hell. I give all the fighters hell because you should. You can't be biased. You can't be biased with them because you went to school with him because you fought in this gym or you know his daddy. We gotta keep it real. You can't say shit about Boots. He go up at 154 and take Fundora belt. You can't say shit about Boots. He go to 154, fight Fundora and take his belt. What can you say about Boots? Nothing. Nothing. I can't say nothing about him. He's an animal, especially if he beat the shit out of him. See, I feel like they gonna say that fight for Spence. Mm-hmm. Spence gonna get that Fundora fight, and I don't think that's a good fight for Spence. It is though, really though. It's a hell of a comeback fight. No tuner. No tuner, you gonna go right in there with Fundora? That puts Spence back on the market, no matter what y'all say. No matter what y'all say. No matter what y'all say. Oh, my soul, nigga. Spence go in there and fight Fundora, and he really ain't even got to win. He just look good. Look good. Hurt him. Put him right back on the market. Right back. Better, though, if he, like, stop him or whatever. Fundora is who you want to beat, man. Yeah. For all the real boxers out there, if y'all ever watch any of these little uh podcasters or watch any little content us YouTubers be making, you ever come across my video, understand that, man. If you at 154, you want to fight Fundora. Now it's a chance of you getting your ass beating that motherfucker. It's a chance Fundora beating the shit out you. It's a chance. But if you beat him and look good doing it, you honestly look like the boogeyman. That's a big motherfucker. Fundora tall as hell. You shouldn't even go head hunting for Fundora, man. I feel like you take on all this of Fundora. This right here, we'll treat this as outer space. You target all this because it's gonna be hard for him to block that shit. You try to break that shit every time you hit him. Every time you, that's how I know that's the game plan I think Boots will have. Boots ain't even gonna headhunt him. Boots gonna try to break his little body up. That's what you do to a Fundora. Break him down to your size. Don't be trying to headhunt him for what? Oh, because you know he kind of chinny and he'll get knocked out. You gotta reach that motherfucker. Man, shout out to Fundora, man. Fundora, not a fan of you, but I respect your work. I respect your work because you made my boy Tim Zoo quit on the stool. But did he really quit on the stool? Let's talk about it. Did he really quit on the stool? Or was he forced to quit on the stool, huh? Hmm? Does Vegas got their hands behind stuff, huh? Hmm? Let's talk about it. Huh? Did Vegas do anything different? Huh? Huh? What did Vegas do? Hmm? Vegas might have Vegas might have made a call and told them boys to go green. Hmm? You ever thought of that? Huh? It's rigged. The boxing world is rigged, and y'all know it. Y'all know it. Come on. Here I come. Come sit down. Come sit down. Here I come. Here I come. They know everything rigged. From the boxing world to football to basketball. It's all rigged, and y'all know it. Y'all know it. Yeah. What was wrong with Zoo? He was hurt? Yeah, y'all trying to say Zoo was hurt last night? Come on, man. He was just getting off on Fundora. Just getting off on him. He was going green. What happened? What happened? Talk to me. What happened? What happened last night? The Tim Zoo and Fundora too. What happened? That didn't even make no sense. All I know is they came out and said the fight was over. I thought Fundora quit. I said, oh, man, Fundora don't want nobody. They like, no, Zoo quit. I said, huh? It didn't make no sense. I'm just being honest, man. It didn't make no sense. You have a question. What's your question? Simply Zod, what's your question? Yeah. Say your question. You ain't gotta say you got a question. Just say what the hell you want to say. You know? Because my question is, what the fuck happened? What happened with Zoo and Fundora last night? Who was really hurt? Huh? Did anybody make a call? That's what I want to know. Did anybody call or say that man throw the fight in? Other than that his corner? Did Vegas call in? Turkey? Anybody? Because you can't tell me that Tim Zoo was hurt last night. Man, you can't tell me he was hurt on that stool last night. What round was that? They was really battling. They was fighting. But at the end of the fight, towards the end of the fight, Zoo was in Fundora with that shit. So some heavy shit to where if they stopped the fight, I thought it was because he hitting Fundora so goddamn hard. Zoo? Nah, man. I don't know. I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions, man, behind that because that was crazy. But shout out to Fundora. I'm not trying to take his win from him or nothing because he was effective with that jab. That jab was beautiful last night. That jab was beautiful. And it's crazy because Fundora don't even normally fight like that. He trying to fight big, but somebody must have told him like, boy, you ain't gotta make it easy on yourself. Use that long ass jab. He was using that motherfucker. It's hard to come in. And Zoo here, he a real tactical fighter. He a tactical boxer. Like you know what I'm saying? He found a way to get in with them little big shots, but it was hard for him. Yeah, I just need to know, man. I need real answers with that fight. Yeah. Usyk did his thing though, man. Shout out to everybody that did their thing last night. It was a lot of hell of a fights. Shout out to Bam Rodriguez. You know what I'm saying? My boy will stop you. He will hurt you. Yeah, Bam cold. Yeah. He the future of the flyweights and shit, the little small weights and shit like that. He the truth. Love to see him in any way get into it. Hmm. Love to see it. I want to say what anyway a little too small. Who's smaller, anyway or Bam? Y'all know that in the chat, huh? Who's smaller, anyway or Bam? Yeah, I feel like I don't know, man. Anyway, because I thought Cool Boy had a chance to beat anyway. Honestly, when they fought, but anyway, he got something else in him, dog. Anybody that can get knocked down and get up better than they was before they first got knocked down is a whole nother animal. Yeah, yeah. Listen, man. In a sport where motherfuckers they terrified of getting knocked down, in a sport where everybody fear getting hit hard, for anyway to be able to be a little motherfucker get hit like that, hit the canvas, and then bounce up on cerebral mode, yeah, he a different breed. Like, dude, cold though. Like, he cold. He cold. So if Bam ever fight him, I'll be like, ooh, be careful, my boy. But I'm a fan of Bam Rodriguez. He did his thing last night. Last night it was a lot of stoppages. It was a lot of stoppages. It was a lot of quits and shit like that. For real. Yeah, yeah. I gotta eat a lot of crow because I had Usyk getting clipped by Dubois, and I had McCombie beating Pacheco. Yeah, was for sure. I don't really care about them. I just called it like how I saw it. But the fight I knew what was gonna happen was my boy Gary. I knew Gary was gonna go out there and stand on whoever he fought, long as he was healthy. Because Gary one of the ones that I told y'all. The way the boxing world is, they'll love you until you lose. Floyd fucked up the whole game. I ain't gonna lie. Floyd fucked up the game, man, with that shit being undefeated and shit like that. Cause when you lose, the fans look at you like, oh, you ain't shit no more. And that ain't no way of looking at boxing. A loss is a loss. What the fuck? That don't mean you gonna beat me tomorrow, motherfucker. Just cause you beat me now don't mean you gonna beat me tomorrow or next year. The fuck? I just got finished having sex before I got in the ring. I may have had the flu. I may have had an injury. You understand what I'm saying? So I hate that you casuals do fighters like that. And y'all trying to make Gary Russell not to be what the fuck I know he is. He the truth. He the truth. Yeah, dog get him and all the way around the board, complete fighter. Gary Russell. Yeah, his brother Gary Antoine Russell, all the way around the board, complete fighter. Only difference between Antoine Russell, he got a crazy pressure style that a lot of you bitch ass niggas can't handle. Y'all can't handle that type of fighting. Yeah, y'all favorite fighter can't handle that type of pressure. Yeah, yeah, the type of pressure he apply stupid pressure. Matias don't apply pressure to me like how Gary apply that shit. Gary stupid with it. Yeah. But shout out to Mr. Gary Russell, man. Shout out to him, man. He said he want whoever at 130. He said he want whoever at 135, excuse me. And he still 130 weight. That's what got me about the fight. Gary came in that motherfucker like 130, maybe 131, 132 at fight night. Man, Buddy like 135, 137 fight night. Like he bigger and Gary stopped his ass. Uh, I told you I always wanted to see either Gervonta Tank Davis fight Lomachenko or Gervonta Tank Davis fight Gary Russell. I would love to just get one. Well, Lomachenko, he retired, but go and fight Gary, man. Man, Tank said he got what? Arguably 4 fights left. Tank said he arguably got 4 fights left that he gonna hang it up. If that's true, and I'm rooting for Tank, man. I'm rooting for him to make, you know what I'm saying, to overcome his legal shit and, just get his shit together. But yeah, Tank just made me a fan because he a villain. And y'all know I love the villain. But Tank should fight Roach. Stop his ass because he gonna stop. I'm telling you, he gonna stop Roach. He gonna stop Roach because he didn't want to fight Roach like that. Like he respected him too much. But he gonna stop Roach for sure next fight, guaranteed. You can win some money off that. You ain't gotta pay me nothing, but know that. Go on fight Shakur. Please go on fight Shakur, man. That's the best fight in boxing. Uh, a lot of fans want to see Tank fight Devin. I don't, man. That ain't no good fight to me. It ain't. It ain't. Cause Tank gonna beat Devin. He gonna stop him too, like sleeping, like hurt him bad. Honestly. Uh, give Pitbull a rematch. Tank. Yep. Give Pitbull a rematch. Then you go fight Gary. Yeah, you fight Gary. Finish that shit off with Gary. Yeah, man. Let Gary Russell Jr. be your last farewell fight, Gervonta Tank Davis. You gonna make a bang. You gonna generate a bang. And y'all bark at each other during the press conferences and sell that shit. Ooh, fire. Tank, I just gave you your whole demonstration. That's what you do. You go ahead and fight Roach. Sleep him. You go ahead and fight Shakur. Go on, put my boy up out of there. You go ahead and get Isak back. Give him his rematch. Gonna make a bag off that. You gonna make a bag off all of them. Then your farewell for a fight, Gary Russell. Man, you want those stupid numbers. Oh my god. Yeah. Motherfuckers that's content creators gonna be able to do shit like this all day long about them fights. Oh my god, it's amazing. And you can announce it like that too. Win, lose, or draw. No rematch clause in none of the fights. No rematch clause. Moving forward. That's your 4 contract deal. Man, make that shit happen. And you can. Or it's considered a duck by any one of the 4 that don't want to agree to it. Nigga, y'all the B side, nigga. Shakur, you can't ask for no motherfucking money or nothing, nigga. Be humble with this fight. Roach, you know y'all should already in stone. Cruz, shut the fuck up and take the fight. Gary, don't ask for nothing, nigga. Nothing, nigga. Don't give a fuck if you get $1. Just take the fight. Y'all heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Man Cave TV. That should be Tank little contract out. He ain't gotta fight nobody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go on pass the torch to Abdullah and you know what I'm saying? For sure. For sure. Once again, great night of boxing, man. I'm talking about it was amazing. Shit, it was better than last week. Last week boxing was cracking. It was cracking, man. Boxing is at an all time high right now. I love it because I feel like boxing was a forgotten sport. Only the real true boxing fans follow this shit, know the fighters. A lot of casuals don't know what's going on. They hear us hooping and hollering and screaming, but they don't know what's going on. If they hear a name like Canelo Tank, you know what I'm saying? They don't know nobody. Ryan Garcia, they hear something like that, get excited. Motherfucker say a name like Fundor, Tim Zoo, or Diego Pacheco, McCumbie. They don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that boxing is back, that I can talk boxing to little stupid motherfuckers like y'all, man. I love it that I can actually sit on here and watch the fights that I love to watch and give my opinion to little stupid people like y'all that don't really understand boxing. I love it. I love it. I love it to death. I love it to death. What you want, boy? Don't sit down. Yeah, it's okay. You sit down while I talk to these stupid people, okay? Yep, it's okay. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. You chill, okay? Let me talk to these stupid people about boxing. Mm-hmm. But they don't really know. They just listening to me. But yeah, man, great night of boxing. Great night of boxing. And now, let me say this before I get out of here. I like watching a lot of people on here, man. Like, I follow Greg Hackett, GHB TV. Shout out to him. He really the godfather of this shit. Honestly. Honestly, I know he probably will see a lot of my content and say I don't know shit about boxing, but Greg, I fucking do. I fucking do, Greg. Yeah. Yeah, G, I do. Who else I listen to? I like Money Brown. Money Brown straight. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I follow Mill City. Mill City, he be having that work on there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I follow uh what that I follow a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Fight Hype, all them. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I follow them. They know boxing. They know boxing, man. So I try to always be in tune with the people I feel give me the real on boxing. But that don't mean I gotta agree with what the fuck y'all talking about. I don't agree with half of y'all. Because a lot of y'all feel like Bud don't got a chance against Canelo. You stupid if you feel like that. You stupid if you feel like Bud don't have a chance against Canelo Alvarez. For one, let me say this, man. Canelo don't punch that hard, man. Why y'all think Canelo punch hard like that? Huh? Hmm? Why y'all think Canelo punch hard like that, man? He don't punch that motherfucking hard, man. I'm gonna tell you how Bud gonna beat Canelo before I get off this motherfucker. Bud gonna beat Canelo how he beat Spence. Bud beat Spence a lot of ways. It was a lot of factors of why he beat Spence. But the number one reason of why Bud beat Spence, he beat Spence because Spence didn't really know how strong Bud was. He ain't know. Regardless of whatever the fuck Earl Spence was feeling at the time, regardless if he was going through what he was going through, drugs, whatever the fucking case he may be, when they got into that clinch and Bud pushed his ass off him, Earl felt that shit like this motherfucker strong as a bitch. That's the difference. That's the difference. A lot of fighters when they get in the ring with Bud, they think because he's small frame and shit like that. All right, he's a little black ass. I'm gonna beat. Then you know what I'm saying. You feel a jab from him, or you get in the clinch. He out rustle you. You be like, this motherfucker strong as a bitch. Yeah, that's how it happens. That's how it happens to Earl. That's how it's gonna happen to Canelo. Out the gate, Canelo feel like I'm way stronger than this motherfucker. I got way more power than this motherfucker. Yeah, I'm finna. Yeah, I know Canelo. Then he finna be on that shit. Come on, let's keep it real. Let's talk about it. That juice. He finna juice up. Oh, he finna. Bud gonna have to beat him off just knowing that he on juice. Like you know what I'm saying? Just know, man. No, he not clean right now, man. Know that you fighting the Terminator. And so Bud gotta understand that because I'm fighting the Terminator. Let me go and get you up out of there. Canelo gonna underestimate Bud. Think he's stronger than him. Gonna think he got more wit. You know what I'm saying? He gonna feel like he can bully Bud and gonna get his ass rocked. Stamp that shit, man. I stamp that man. I stamp that man. I'm not gonna hold y'all for too long, man. Once again, this Man Cave TV. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Y'all hit that like button. Holler at me in them comments. I might go live again. We got some fights next week. Shit, we got fights all the way out to goddamn forever, goddamn the rest of the year. Covering all this shit. And y'all holler at me on this motherfucker. I'm out to this bitch.